Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here, and in today's video, I can't wait to show you guys my newest game and pickups. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing. With that said, let's check out these games. So the first thing I want to show you guys is a pre-order bonus for pre-ordering the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They gave anybody that pre-ordered this from GameStop one of these posters. So I thought that was pretty cool and figured since I was going to get the game anyway, I'd go ahead and get the pre-order bonus. Now I also got some more posters from GameStop. These are, just something that my good buddies from my local GameStop hooked me up with. The first one here is a really freaking massive Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, the Lego game. Huge poster. I mean, this thing's even too big to show you guys on camera. It is just absolutely massive, and probably from the ground almost up to my shoulders. Just kind of try to show you the best I can this whole thing. And this is double-sided. On the back it has actually something different, so I thought that was pretty cool. And the next one is even bigger than that, just different shape. It's actually the same as this one, same printout, but it actually has it comes together in 4 sections. Now this is something they usually have behind the counter. Just kind of show you a piece of it here. Still, like I said, pretty freaking massive. This is one of the corners or whatever, so there'd be 4 of these, I believe. I do have 4 of them here. I also have 2 sides that they gave to me at another point. I don't know if those 2 sides actually would go onto this, or if they even go onto the big one, but regardless, pretty freaking cool to have those. And I have another massive one here, and this is a Nintendo Switch promotion right here that also is double-sided. But this is the same on both sides, and it's just showing a list of the different games. You have the Mario Strikers, soccer game there, the Battle League, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. And on the bottom it shows the different systems, the regular Nintendo Switch, the Switch OLED, and the Nintendo Switch Lite. So pretty freaking cool. Glad to have this. Want to say thanks to my good buddies at my local GameStop. Always hooking me up with just some awesome stuff. And the cool thing is I'm still getting stuff from that local GameStop. Unfortunately, my real good buddy Dan, he was the manager there for as long as I can remember. He actually left maybe about a month and a half ago. Really sucked to see him go. But he did move on to a comic store that sells retro games, so really cool. I can't wait to actually pop in there and check out what they got. I just haven't had the time to do that yet, but now to get into these games. So the first game I want to show you guys is actually one that I got for 100% free at my local GameStop. Last week they were doing this thing on Sunday where it was like if you would bring in, whatever games, they would actually give you 40% more for store credit to put towards something else. A lot of people were there doing that for PlayStation 5s because, what better way than to, get rid of some of your old stuff that you don't want, to get something you do really want. But it worked out for me because they had whoever this was traded in a bunch of just beautiful games in excellent condition, and this first one was one that their system didn't take or whatever, and that was Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron for the DS. Really happy to add this to my DS collection, which is not very big, so always good to add another game to it. Like I said, this is complete and in just immaculate condition. And that's kind of be a theme with the rest of these here. They are just so well taken care of. Really glad to see that. This next one is actually another Star Wars game. It's a Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars for the 3DS. Now they did have this for the DS, but I think I paid like $1 more or whatever for the 3DS version. And just one I did not have, again, in just excellent complete condition. So really happy to have brought this guy home. This next one here is one I do already own, but I only have the Nintendo Selects version, and I definitely wanted to upgrade to have this nice artwork for the 3DS for Star Fox 64 3D. Looks so much better without that border around it. Really happy to have finally found a nice copy of this, because I've seen them before and they were kind of beat. But yeah, really awesome game. Like I said, I did have this sealed, the Selects version, but I had to crack it open because, man, this game is just awesome. The upgrades on it, the 3D effect really works good on this game, and I'm really, happy to have a nicer version of this. This next one, also one that I do own. You're gonna see that with a couple of these, but this one, I just couldn't let it go. I have one copy like this, the original release, and then I have a bunch of Nintendo Selects versions, Nintendo Select versions sealed, but I wanted another one of these, the original versions. This one is in a little nicer condition than the one I have, and that is no other than Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS. Such a great freaking game. Looks gorgeous on the 3DS. I love the 3D effect with these Zelda games on that console. As you can see, there's the instructions right there underneath that paperwork. But yeah, this copy is in a little bit better shape than the one I have. So again, happy to have the upgrade. And speaking of upgrades, one more upgrade here, and that is another Zelda 3DS game, and that is for A Link Between Worlds. This is the original release that had like the metallic sheen to Link and stuff on the front cover. Now, I have the international release of this game, same cover art, but it doesn't have that metallic gloss to it. I also do have the Nintendo Selects version, but such a great game. I always wanted to have this cover art, and when I was really like hunting it down, I couldn't find it, and then the 3DS kind of fizzled out, and it was just a game that I normally wasn't seeing. So just to pop in and come across this, I was pretty happy and knew I was walking home with this just stunning complete copy here, and such a great freaking game. And this next one here, game for the Wii U. Now I do already own this game. I have the regular version. This is just the variant, and I do absolutely love this game, and that is for the NES Remix Pack. Such a great, underrated game. I really wish they'd put this on Nintendo Switch, or they do a new one, maybe Super Nintendo games or something. This thing is in just absolutely gorgeous condition. Just really freaking good game. Glad to have this in case something would go wrong with mine. It's always good to have a backup, because this is a game that I do play. I also have the 3DS version of this game, and I do play that as well. It takes old school NES titles and just gives you these little challenges. Some of them really easy, like jump over a hole, go down a pipe, whatever. I mean, it gets more complex as you go. You unlock other games. Later in it, you actually start using different characters in other games. Just really well done, and something cool from Nintendo. It's probably really easy for them to make this kind of stuff. I wish they would do a bit more of it, and at least maybe come out with a Super Nintendo version of this or something, because man, I'll tell you what, it's just so much damn fun. So this next one is not a new game that I picked up. It's actually just me completing a game. Now, this all started a couple years back when I picked up this PlayStation Vita right here. I got this PlayStation Vita from my buddy Joel at a local GameStop. I wound up talking to him, and I bought this out in the parking lot off of him with a game inside of it. And unfortunately, it was just the game inside the console. Well, it always bothered me that I didn't have the box for the game, so I seen him like maybe a couple weeks later, and I asked him like, hey, do you have the box for that game? And he's like, oh yeah, I think I do. He's like, I'll check for you and let you know. Well, I see him again a couple weeks later. He tells me he did find the box, and he wanted to put it in his glove compartment in case he seen me at GameStop, but he forgot. So we just kept playing tag like that over the years, and I just never wind up getting from him. Maybe at some point I seen him and he took it out of his car because he didn't know, if he'd see me for a while or what. But eventually You know, I seen him again just the other week, and I was like, hey man, you know, do you guys still have that case by chance? And he was like, yeah, I do. He's like, I tell you what, he's like, I'm coming in, this was last weekend, he's like, I'm specifically coming back on Sunday to trade in my games for 40% extra for a store credit for that PlayStation 5. And there's that, you know, when I went there again. So I went there that Sunday, and he gave me the case finally. I think this was 3 years in the making, and that is Persona 4 Golden for my PlayStation Vita. So really freaking cool to finally have the damn case for this game. Now, I don't know if there was ever any paperwork in here. Probably not. A lot of the Vita games don't have any paperwork. But regardless, even if it did have a sheet in there, I don't care. I'm just happy to have the damn case. I put this in my Game Eye app, and I want to say just by adding the case, the game went up like $20. So definitely worth, you know, me pursuing it over all this time, just to ask him. You know, that's all it took, was me just asking him and kind of being patient. You know, I could have went to his house or something, but it was never that big of a deal. I just figured I'd always run into him, and eventually it all worked out. It just took a little while. All right, so moving on to some new game pickups. The next two are actually for the Nintendo Switch. Probably no surprise that I picked up this guy right here, and that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Such an excellent beat 'em up, probably one of the best. Just so much damn fun. When this launched digitally, I played this day one with my son on Xbox through Games Pass. Me and him played right through the story campaign. I forget, it took us a couple hours or whatever, but we had a lot of freaking fun. Just cool that they did a game like this in this style again. Now, I almost got the limited run version of this, the mid edition, the classic edition. It looked like a VHS tape, but I was like a little short on cash at the time, so I was like, I'll just get the regular version. And when I found out they were doing a regular retail release at GameStop, I just pre-ordered it there. Now, I almost wonder, for those of you who did get the standard copy at limited release, or limited run games, on the back it does say limited run, and I don't know if this is one of limited runs like numbered games. I really don't think so. So you know, it kind of sucks if you have to wind up waiting a year to get this just for this version, because it might be this exact version. I'm not really sure, because usually they only give you a card or something for their numbered releases or whatever, but that would be such a mistake on their end if they just give somebody this as the standard copy that had to wait a year. You know, it definitely is going to hurt them more than they're already been hurting with just the wait times. I even stopped buying as much stuff from there because of how long it takes. It just takes way too freaking long. But that's a whole nother thing. But this next one, again, this was one from limited run that I did order, I don't know, a year ago. I don't even remember. But I was really excited for this game. I knew it was getting a small release. Now, this is not one of limited run's title numbers or nothing. It was through a third party, so at the time I was hoping it would have got to me a little quicker, but it didn't. And that is Ender Lilies. This game looks freaking awesome. This is like a 2D action, kind of Souls-like, Metroidvania style kind of game. Definitely unique. I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. I watched a bunch of gameplay reviews, and it just looked absolutely awesome, and I had to own this for my Switch. So now that I finally got this and was shocked, because I was like, what is this from limited run? Like, I just, you know, I don't even remember the stuff I still have ordered almost at this point, because I don't know when this stuff's ever going to show up. So yeah, this is one I actually forgot about and was happy to finally have received this. And the last one I got is for the PlayStation 5. I do have this on Nintendo Switch. I really like this franchise. Super freaking cool. I almost didn't pick up this pre-order though, just because like there was other stuff that I wanted to get. But man, when they pulled this box out of the drawer at GameStop, when I went to pick up the pre-orders that I had, and they had this one for me, I couldn't not leave it there, because man, this box is gorgeous. And that is for No More Heroes 3, the Day 1 edition. This looks absolutely awesome. Just this box and the artwork alone, sold me. I was like, man, I have got to take this home with me. So I was glad I pre-ordered this. Now that I see it came in such a gorgeous freaking box. Now this edition not only does come with the game, it comes with the exclusive 72-page art book, musical selection CD, and a metal motorcycle license plate. Does show it on the back here, kind of small, if you can see that right there. But yeah, pretty freaking cool that it came with some goodies and stuff. But I just really freaking love the box artwork that it has. Definitely way nicer than a Nintendo Switch copy, I can tell you that. But those are my pickups, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what games you guys picked up or playing. I'd absolutely love to hear about it. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Till next time.